Oh, hello everybody, I'm Lisbeth and welcome back. We're up to episode 6 now of my Oxygen Not Included... Yeah, wow, good one, tongue. Of my Oxygen Not Included Let's Play series. Let's give them some Joya seeds, and we're going to copy those settings over to that there. That'll make things look a bit nicer. So just before I got started here, I did a few things. I've queued up a bunch of low priority sweet commands for them to occupy themselves with. And I've also queued up some higher priority dig commands here. I'm going to dig that one out as well, as you can see there, because I want to see what's over here a little bit more. And I also want to see what's up this way a bit. I was very careful and skirted the radioactivity. That, you know what, we're going to do something about that. Cancel that, cancel that, and that, and that, and I'm going to dig straight up there, and across this way, and just pop a ladder in there. That's only a little bit of oxygen stuff in there. This one's quite heavy, look at that. I might actually let that out. One other thing, I'm going to bump the priority on those up. One other thing that I need to do, it just occurred to me, and that's it, I need to open this up a bit more. See all the carbon dioxide settling down here, and I want oxygen to be able to filter through here. So I should dig up some of this stuff a bit more. It might be prudent to run a set of ladders across there. And just dig all this out, but we'll just go for 2 at the moment, and we'll make that a lower priority as well, because we just want them to get around to it when they have time. But this over here is our actual priority, so hopefully we'll get someone coming up to do that soon, and let's see what happens. They're all full up, that's fine by me. The other thing as well is it's going to take us a while to find enough balm lily seeds, and like to fully get this going. So we'll get all the gases sorted out once this is cleaned out, and in order to do that, as a matter of fact, yes, I can reach. Excuse me. Ventilation. We're going to need a gas pump in here. If I can find a place for one. I might have to do something like that. Actually, I will dig these up. And I'll also dig this one up. And a gas pump. So we can do something like that. And it's going to need a pipe. Now, why is that... Why were the lines on that green? Is it just because... maybe I'm imagining it. Anyway, we'll also need power up here. Very nice. And soon-ish, we're going to have to start worrying a little bit about temperature. I might even just put an insulated wall in here. Like that. And they'll get around to it whenever they do. Oh, here comes Harold. Oh look, and they've already dug their way over here. I suppose it's quite cold in this area, isn't it? Yes it is, look at that, wow. So we're going to have to, once we've done our exploring out this way, we're going to have to very quickly plug that back up so that we don't accidentally melt this entire biome. I'm gonna dig that way. Oh, look at that. That is a cool salt slush geyser at -10 degrees, so that'll help keep this cold. And here is the other half of this machine. So it's good to know that they're both pretty close to each other. These are some angry boys. Have they got an egg? Yes, they do. They've got an egg in there. So we're actually not going to tempt fate in there. We're going to come down this way. Like so. And we'll be able to find out what's going on over in this direction a bit more. We've got Wolframite. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe they won't want to come down here because that's too far to drop. He can get out there, I think. Yes, he can. Oh, he's got hypothermia. Oh look, a neural vacillator. And... oh. Nothing of interest. Inspect. Aha, what does this say? Well, nothing helpful. More hatch eggs. I think we will print them, and we're going to say this wants critter eggs, hatchlings. High priority, please. So someone will bring them up. And how soon? We have a look at our skills. There's Catalina. She's at nearly 2,000 XP. So that'll be nice for her to level up. I just want to get all of this cleaned up and down below. But how's Harold doing back here? Reasonably good. Whoops. Don't press the H button. Dig this out. Now, this does have hydrogen. Is that waterlock enough? I changed my mind. Cancel all of that. That was quite careless of me. And that's going. So we're going to close that priority 9. Someone please come right now, Ellie. She's researching. That's okay. We should have enough time for her to research and then come and walk this. Nope. Nope, she's gone to bed. Please someone right now. And then we can go for a insulated tile. Right here. Like so. That'll keep them safe. And that'll keep the cold out. Alright, well, we're not going over here for a little bit. Lots and lots and lots of copper. Very nice to see. And how's this going down here? Slow but steady. Now, more importantly, this is doing well also. So everything is going quite well and according to plan. Now, power. How are we going to sort out the power up here? Uh-oh. I think the answer to that ought to be that we should just... I'm actually just going to get some coal generator. I mean... that'll mean that we can just leave it and... like so. And then we want a automation wire. Like so. And these here are also quite... actually, wait, priority just for construction. Like so. And we'll get around to this sort of stuff soonish. And eventually down here. But this is the bit we want done. Thank you, Harold. to there. Now, what I will need to do as well before we start using this, and this has no power, I'm gonna... so that's operating or supplying. That should be Rowan's job. We're gonna need someone for that. Really? That's such a low priority. What might be a good idea is to get a auto sweeper to do it for me, you know? Because they can do stuff like that. But, like, someone please. Oh no, now she's been distracted. It's just one of those days, isn't it? Should make a few extra... Yeah, I should make a few extra masks. Just so that they're sitting around. Because they've been quite handy, haven't they? They've really improved the productivity of these duplicants. Good job, Harold. Someone will get around to it, I hope. Can I just disable temporarily? I see, it's because they can't reach it. Might have to do something about that. It's not typically an issue by the looks of things, but that's just a bottle of oxygen sitting on the ground. Alright, so this means that someone should be able to reach. Yes, look at that. And in order to stop them coming down here, I'll just cancel all of these errands. Just so that they're not wasting their time running down here with all this carbon dioxide. Like, look, that ran. So someone will get around to that. We have power again. Nice to know. And this is working beautifully. Alright, how is Harold going? This needs water. Is doing a good job here. I'll be able to set this up so that the coal generator's not running all the time. Yes, very nice. And we'll go for 95 and 50. So the reason I put this for the high threshold not at 100 is because some types of generators, I think it's most notably things like the hydrogen generator and the natural gas generator, will insist on finishing their animation cycle before they stop, which means that they will continue producing power until they finish their animation cycle. So if the battery gets to 100% and tells it to stop producing power, it just, you know, wastes a bit of... just a little bit. How's the... yeah, see, look, we've stopped the coal coming out here, which is fine by me. I should probably dig up here and do that as well, but I think it'll be okay, at least for now. If it's not, then I can just run in there and sort it out. How's this going up here? Probably do want to sweep all this up, and is anyone coming up with water? Not yet. But that's alright, we need this filled up with water, because I don't want any of this chlorine getting out. Good, and that door will stop the morbs getting out as well. So, that's a good start. Oh my goodness, hey buddy, they can live in Naphtha. That's... yeah, we'll let them do that. Okay. How are we going with visibility? Oh, look at that. Surely the edge of the map must be just over here. Like, that's a long way. good. How is Catalina going? 3,200. We're desperate for her to... Now, the other thing we're going to need in here is a couple of gas pumps. And we're just gonna vent it all out right here. The pressure is quite high, but yeah, we're just gonna have to deal, I think. If I have to, I'll put in a gas tank. Look at that, we're almost done with all of the research we can do. Oh no! I just have so many animals. Ah, I have 3 people on that, so we're gonna put Catalina down here, and Bubbles down here, just to spread out the... Why is there both of those in there? And you'd think that the radiation would kill the zombie spores, but... What can you do about it? We can take one more duplicate on before we... now that is a scoring point. We want to prioritize that, like, down to 6 for now. And we should actually maybe consider dropping this water down here. Because look at that, we've actually used some water. How are we doing temperature-wise? Very well. That is reachable. Whoop. Now, can't build. Could have an artist, but I think that's a bit early for something like that, and I don't want a loud sleeper. That's just annoying. Someone else who can... Oops, sorry. Just bumped my mic. Someone else who can dig? I don't think that's helpful. I'm not going to take any of these. Because I don't want to have to deal with the poke shell. Sweep that stuff up so the heat doesn't hang around. Look how well the sweeping has been going in here though. So we'll have our second Dreco Ranch up here. And we also need power. Now, it's barely being used. Just a little bit by this. Occasionally. What else? Occasionally by the oxygen diffuser. So I'm comfortable putting that on there for now. That can be deconstructed. And that'll start pumping this out. Is that yet a... We need that to be pretty important as well. We're going to put priority on that way down. Because we need this... Just a bit more water in here to seal this off. And in fact, to help with that, we're just gonna cancel all of them, and all of them, and all of those. Very nice. And we have now the ability to put in Alright, so we're gonna have to run this pipe all the way down here. Like so. They'll get that done. They're gonna vacuum. Actually, we're gonna snip that until that's a lock. Although I suppose it is now through there, because this one here is water. Yeah, if we look at... That's water, so nothing else can... Alright. That suits me just fine. What are you up to, Catalina? We're gonna have to turn this back on. And Ellie should be coming to do that. Yes. And Catalina is... Oh, she's getting there. Oh, and there's a little hatch. That'll auto-wrangle surplus. And we can dump out those critter eggs. Nope. Not yet. We have 2 hatches running around in here. Yeah, so that's overpressurized, but there's barely any gas in here, so... Now, I'd like to wonder... Can this not reach these? Maybe it needs... deconstruct those 2. Yeah, okay, so it needs access to the bottom of it by the looks of things. So we're going to pop a ladder there and there. And we're going to look at materials. Look at that, we're down to less than a gram in most places. What is that? Coal. Why not sweep those? There's just a few things left. Very nice. Okay, and that's These are important. And it'll be a one-off thing every so often. Uh-oh! Uh-oh, oh, of course. So... I'm gonna cut the power. So, a small issue with pumping all the gas out, and I just went straight over my head, is that it gets hot. It gets very hot. So how we're going to deal with that is we're going to put a... I'm going to put a gas vent here, and we're also going to put a element sensor here with an automation wire, and this is a real cheap and dirty element filter. So when we start pumping chlorine in here, and then we can turn this back on, this will keep dumping the chlorine back out into here. Now we've got 1, 2, and that was working with these tiles here, so that's good to know. 2, 3, how many tiles is that? 22 plus 5 is 27. And we want, what, 1.5 kilo in each? Times 1.5. One moment, I can't do that sort of math in my head. 27 multiplied by 1.5 is 40.5 kilogram of chlorine. Just write that down so I don't forget. And then for the rest of it, we're going to want 22, 23, 33, 30, 42, 52, 59, 65, 66, 67, 68, 74. 74 times 1.5 is 111. of hydrogen. Minimum of both, because obviously it will settle. We want this to be chlorine. So how's this going up here? Harold is doing a very good job. Oh, sorry, that's Bubbles. Sorry, Bubbles. So she's doing a fantastic job here. She's going to get this all in. And then once we get this... that one there can disable auto bucket and deconstruct. And then we're going to want this one here to be higher. So once this gets full of water, we will be good to go. So that's all still... Oh, that's cooled down quite well, I think. Yes, it has. Okay. Whoop. Always press the wrong button there. We can deconstruct these two. Swoop that one up. Yes, and now that we've stopped this here from heating up, so that should now be just about overpressurized, I'd like to think. Alright, get going, Bubbles. There goes Harold. Just sweep those things up for the auto sweepers. Now, will that continue to run? Nothing has any power, and that would be why. Thank you. So we'll actually need probably one more coal generator down here at the very least. And... oh, she's so close. Last one. So once this is done, we'll be just waiting until we get into that nuclear research. So keep at it, Ellie. You're doing a really good job. Nothing. Aha! There she is. Critter ranching. I don't want to have to build a steel scrubber. Alright. And now she ought to run up here. She's asleep. Well, very shortly she'll run up here and do this. Dig that one as well, why not? Goes Harold, doing some building. How's the water going? Look at that. Get that swept up as well whilst we're here. And we have the power wire ready to go. Yes. Oh. There she goes. And how many critters do we have in here now? 3. Pause that for a moment. Blueprints. Do we want... okay, so a flatulent dupe will produce natural gas, and I don't know if I want to deal with that. Like, there's a few things that I can deal with because it's not inconvenient. But this is one of the more inconvenient ones. We're going to take the line. So once we get in here, we're also going to have this thimble reed, and they take polluted water. How full is that with water? Water. So we got 14 kilos. There's like no actual polluted water just sitting around on the map, is there? Seems like a no, doesn't it? How very unfortunate. There's some down here. How's the germs? Shocking. There's a bit more in here as well. Well, what are we going to do about that? Maybe we'll find some up here when we get in here? Unlikely. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's nasty. But a wart seed. I understand they're radioactive. That is solid oxygen. That is liquid oxygen. Wow. Unbelievable. Okay. Back at it. I think right now it's just a waiting game until this gets filled up. Luckily they won't be breathing this in. But we are, once we get this thimble reed, there's that reed fibre. There's only one bit there. But I understand there's a bit more down here too. So there is. And how's that? That's the germy bit of polluted oxygen. Fortunately we do have these here, which I do believe work well for... So we're going to dig that up. We're going to dig that. And we're going to uproot that. And that's the most important one. Actually, cancel. Go and uproot that. Enable auto harvest. And we want to sweep that. So we want... Why have you got nothing to do? There's got to be something for you to do around here. That needs digging up. Let's find something for Catalina to do real quick. So this one... Okay, you know what she can do? She can build. We want an exosuit forge. Power, wire. And then we can put an exosuit... so we'll have to figure out how that's going to work, because we're going to have the other Dreco farm up here, and we need, what, 24 of these. With room for, what, 3 and 3? That's 6. 20, so that's 30 tiles wide, plus the 2. That's 24 there. So that's 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30's to there. 30 is from there to there. Okay, so I want it to be easy for them to get from one to the other, so we're actually going to make the entrance to the farm here. And have the water lock, of course. So it'll have to hang off this side, I guess. So I want them to be able to, like, get into their exosuits and then go to, or just the one exosuit for Catalina, and then go from one to the other. 4, 5, like that. So we're gonna want... stop pressing that button. Deconstruct those two. Like that, and then we're going to want tiles there, and there. And then we're going to want an exosuit, atmosuit checkpoint that way, and a dock. And we're also going to want to make one singular atmosuit. That should have given Catalina something to do. Yes. That's fine, that's fine. Make that a high priority because I want that sorted. How are we going up here? Slow. Ren will get around to it. So we'll get this at the very least up to, you know, there with the water. Hey, things are going nicely. Ah, they have no. Is someone else out here then? Ah, yeah, there. That's alright. And we have a thimbleweed seed there. Hopefully this pip will come along, wherever he went, and plant it. Because they can do that. So now that all that digging, that building's done up here, someone can go down there and start doing some building. But Harold's gonna, yes, dig that up. And now it's just a waiting game, which is okay. Like so. And then we go there, there, and then we're gonna have a door. So, plastic Drecos eat mealwood, which needs oxygen. They also eat bristleberries, I believe, which requires water. What we're gonna do about that? Look at that, we've run out of things. Now, I could keep her researching, but I think we're going to wait until we're doing the rad bolt. So I'm going to have to do some researching personally. And Stinky has nothing to do. Well, I'll start by sweeping all those up. And that, and that, and that. Yeah, do some sweeping. Go. And I'm gonna keep having to think about this. What we're actually gonna have to do, cancel these, is put them up one higher. We can cancel those two for now. There. 2, 3, like that. And put the door there, because we're going to have these. 4. And so on and so forth. And we want like that, and power. I might actually run this one off the same you know, system. And we're gonna snip that there and that there. Like so. And I don't care about that. But that gives us automation ribbons, which I have never used because I am not that smart. Now it's just wait for them to do some stuff. So I want to see how much, or like, yeah, how much thimbleweed it takes to make an Atmo suit. I think we've got enough for one single one, which will get Catalina into an Atmo suit so that she can safely come in here. And we'll actually have to... Goodness me, Ren. Everyone stop being so efficient. It is not allowed. Ah, that looks much better for him. Ah, actually, what I'm going to have to do is put an extra couple of these here. And probably in... well, I can't, I don't have space. But Harold will get down here eventually and do this. That'll give Harold things to do. And we're gonna snip that there. And we're gonna dig those up. Slow but surely. You know, might be better if I just pump water up there, but I can't do much about that. Dig that one. Woohoo! Yep. Alright, so whilst we're waiting, let's have a think about our Glossy Dreco farm. As a matter of fact, that can all go in now. We want a bottle emptier to go in there, which is fine, like so. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? 24 divided by 2 is 12. 5. Now, do we put the critter drop off right here by the door or off to one side? We can put it there and have an extra tile. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There. Like so. Looks good, huh? 30, 60, 90. So it'll be that tall. Like that. Hydrogen at the top. Wood down the bottom. Yep. Very good. I suppose I ought to let them in there, and we're gonna disable that building for now. The other thing we want is one single Atmo suit. Now, 300 kilograms of refined metal. So in order to do refined metal, because I don't think I can make an Atmo suit out of lead, no. So in order to do that, we're actually gonna need, in refinement, a rock crusher. It does not fit. Do I just dig that up and plonk it there? Don't see why not. Alright. Can I deconstruct these? Yes, I can. I might only do that one, so then we've got a nice... Now, all this carbon dioxide is starting to build up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Like that. There we go. So we're gonna put some airflow tiles in instead so that the carbon dioxide can filter out. Can no one reach that? Surely people can reach that. Well, they'll come around to it. Yep, that's going okay. Oh, Hal got all the way up here. Look at that. Inspect that, nothing interesting. Now. Just the shine bugs. That's fine by me. We're gonna go this way, up that way. That'll keep Harold nice and busy. And we're gonna come in here. There's nothing, this isn't hugely pressurized. Nope, we're just letting all the pips out. Oh, he's just scrunched himself up. Ooh, there's that stuff. I heard about that. What's uranium? Is that radioactive? Apparently, but... Alright, so we need... copper or iron. 6 was at 300 kilos? Yes, so that's 6 operations. Now, I could put tiles in here and dig that out, and I think I actually will. Yep, that's going good. We want to deliver a suit. And we also want to deliver a suit. We're getting there. Just a couple more. That's only got 400 kilos each tile. Super, thank you. Harold. Ah! Look at that. Now that. That is another planet. Which we actually won't be going to for quite a while, but there's plenty of things here. I suspect this will be a much safer planet for us to exist on. Look at that. Free ethanol. There's some plastic ladders. Lots of polluted mud. So this is proper spaced out stuff. And all that polluted oxygen is just going to vanish. This water here's also going to... Yep. Because there's no back tile. This water's all just going to go. So let's head back to our main planet. This is all pretty chilly down here. But we can keep pushing over this way. That's got hydrogen, but that'll all get pushed up in here. So we might actually keep... forge ahead, as they say. 3 like that. More abyss bugs. Lots of crude oil. Oh, yes. Okay. There we go, now we're starting to see things a bit better. So we're doing a good bit of building up here. We also need power. Oop. But first... anyone that we want. I do like the look of Hassan over there. This would be nice though. It takes in less. Could have been a talented opera singer. Goodness. Yeah, hi Hassan, welcome. Skills? Hassan. And we're gonna give you... carrying? We could get him into X, yes, so we're gonna give him that. One over there, washing his hands. Oh yeah. Welcome, welcome. Now, if we go to the schedule, we see that Hassan operates best at nighttime, so we need to actually swap him and Bubbles. And Hassan can go here, so that way he's working at night. Harold's not over here yet. Aha, look our Weezwort. Now I understand that they are just a little bit radioactive. Need to dig that up, I suppose, as well. There's always crude oil on the bottom there. At least it feels that way. Look how much ceramic, oh goodness. So once we get things all set up, need this one for sure first. Wait, is that all 300 kilos of copper? Only 50. That's alright. So we want one of those, just to queue it up. Keep those at a high priority because they're important. Only 530 kilos in there, but that's fine. Dig that out, please. We're going that far for dirt, are we? We're doing fine on dirt, though. If I put that there, that'll actually help them out just a little bit. And eventually, we will just have the suit there, ready to go. As far as filling it with oxygen, it might just be best to run it straight off this ventilation. So, do I just take the damage? No. We'll come back to that. It's not essential. Let's get this liquid lock sorted out and all this built, and then that might have to be it for today, because I've already been sitting here for 50 minutes. Oh yeah, look at all that water. Whoa! That was a mistake. That's okay though. Yeah, look at all that hydrogen getting pushed up in there. More grubs. Lots and lots of copper. There's something in here which is exciting. And right here. Now, if I go back to this, this menu, that's the vents that we can see here. These are all the vents we have in here. Wow! So there's quite a lot we're yet to find. More stuff up here. I suppose we just keep... How much hydrogen is that? Only 2 kilograms. I'm fine with that. Radiation-wise, we are just skirting it, so I'm fine with that. Alright. That's as far as we go over this way. Can I dig directly this way? No. No. We cannot. There is something in there, but that's fine. Okie dokie. They're getting in here to build all this. Good on them. Bubbles. Just eat on the job. Love it. Excuse me, did that just say someone couldn't reach food? Oh, I see. Like so. This one is the important one. And that one's the important one. We're not going to fill that liquid lock with water because they'll be wet all the time. Who's stressed? Hassan, why are you stressed? Who knows? There are oxygen masks. So as I was saying, I could put a... which I think I will, window sweeper. Right there. There. And a storage bin there. And we can just power that straight off that. And the auto sweeper can take coal from this bin and put it into these things here. Sweep all that up. Sweep that up. We now have an Atmo suit up there with no oxygen in it, but that's fine. How are we gonna... So we need one there, one there. Right. that's enough. Don't build it yet. We want a vent there, and 2... oh, it's in this tab. Like that. And we can filter out the carbon dioxide and the polluted oxygen as it comes past. Although there's not a lot of either of them, I just don't want to risk anything of the sort. Up, there we go. Now we can dig in here and get all this done. And we're not going to dig that one up. That's just hot. Yeah. So why is it so hot? Is it just because this stuff is hot? Looks like it. Here he is. And Hassan can actually, so not Hassan, Harold can have a better hat. And we've met the mobs. Hello mobs. And they can't get out through this door. They're locked in. So one important thing is that this is also going to pump out polluted oxygen, right? And there's a lot of polluted oxygen up here. But that's not something we can really care about too much right now. One option is to actually dig up here and just vent it out into space. That can stay there for now. So this wants balm lily seeds. Great. Copy settings all the way across here, or at least where we can. I'm gonna just snip that pipe there. I just don't want to have to deal with it, and we're not too bad on the oxygen. But about the polluted oxygen, I can always put a, and I will put one of those there. So the morbs are completely harmless, they just give off polluted oxygen, which makes them kind of annoying. And I could actually capture them and make a nice little morb hut and just leave them in there. Keep them out of the road because they're pretty hot, like they're 37.5 yeah, 37 degrees. That there, and that one built in. All at priority 8, except that which is a 5. I wonder what this is, probably a carbon dioxide vent or something. There's another thimbleweed in there. It might be prudent of me to just dig a bit extra up here and separate the two gases. Nope. Ventilation. Gas pump. If I put that down there, that will make the chlorine sink down, so I should only pick up chlorine. Now, if we look at the germs, yeah, that stuff's all covered in germs. But now, you can see we're pretty much all chlorine down here. Yeah, that's much better. And gas pumps have a range of work can't see it. I can't see it. They've got a plus-shaped lime. They have a little plus-shaped area of operation, I believe, around this tile. So it only reaches up to here anyway. Beautiful. So now I'm going to dig that one up and sweep both of these. Sweep all of that. Very nice. How many of these will it take to... 1? So 2. Probably just 3 as well, actually. No, it won't be more than that. So that goes to there. So it'll be 4 in here, I think. So we'll center it on that tile. And that tile. Like that. And then we're going to want shipping conveyor loader. There. And there. Nope. I want the conveyor rail wherever it is. So it's looking to me like today has been a fantastically productive day. We've got all this set up. What do you mean that's unreachable? Really? I would like that done. And that should just about be enough water. I don't know... Oh, it's carbon dioxide. That's okay. We're going to disable auto bottle on that one. So that's done. I'm happy with that. And if we look at our ventilation... Oops. There we go. We're only pumping out chlorine. So pause that right there. Each packet is half a kilo, except for those two, but we can forgive that one. So we want 40.5 kilograms. 5. And if we divide that by 0.5, which is half a kilo, we want 81 packets. Good question. How many packets is 81? Okay. 80. So we need to discount 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So once the chlorine gets down to here, I can turn it off. Actually, we'll just fill the pipe and then disconnect it, because we can have a little bit extra. So that's nice to know that that's the right amount. Rowan can just hang out for a sec. That can be carbon dioxide, that one can be polluted oxygen. And the snippy snips. Okay. Stop. Stop. Alright, that's all the chlorine we need. Uh-oh. Dig, dig. Body temperature. Oh, that's right, it's too cold. So we'll have to sort that out next episode, that temperature issue. But that's pretty dang good. Now, what I can do is actually reconnect that. This wants to be coal on a high priority. And these all do have power. This does not have power. Why does that not have power? Ah. Of course. How do I get over that? Deconstruct those. Except that one. to there, and like that. Wire bridge that way. Seems pretty good to me. Hey, we've done super well today. We've got the chlorine in here all sorted out, and that'll actually, the good thing about chlorine as well, is it kills like all germs. So that's fantastic. And they can stay idle for a sec. So, thank you so much everyone for coming to hang out and watch me play. I hope you've enjoyed it. We got the Draco farm full of chlorine, and I'll get some hydrogen sorted out shortly. I know there's some up here. There's that little bit there, which is not enough by far. And there was actually a bit more here, but more importantly, there is an awful lot, oh my, in here. So perhaps it would be good to get into there and pinch all this hydrogen, or at least some of it. There's so much naphtha just like laying around. I don't know if that's healthy. Anyway. Thank you very much everyone. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!